Hey, yo, yo. Check it.
Welcome back, hero.
My word is my sword, Hokage and Batosai, pulling the blades out of the forge, yo. Prior to my knowledge of the Force, was thinking Jedi, but through obtaining holocrons from both sides, I'm under gray skies. Everything that glitter ain't kyber crystal, my mind to lift you. In this time we shine together, disarm your pistol, yo. Welcome to the SwordCast, SwordCast. My wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast, SwordCast. My wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast, SwordCast. My wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast.
We live.
Oh, we live right now?
Yep.
Okay. All right. What's going on, guys? Make sure you guys smash the subscribe button. Welcome to the SwordCast. Dude, your boy Noveliss, dude, your boy Hero, man.
Your boy Hero, dude. Dude, the SwordCast is sick, dude. Like, seriously?
Dude, it's freaking nasty, man. Make sure you guys smash the subscribe button. And make sure you guys like and subscribe. And let's get it, man. We're going to do this unboxing of the... No,
unsheathing of the sword?
No, seriously, though. Episode 96, I believe.
97, I think.
97. Wait a minute.
I think that's what you. Yeah, that's what you.
Episode 97. Yeah, 1997. That's. We're almost nearing 100 episodes. That's pretty crazy.
Fans have been asking about episode 100.
Episode 100. Hey,
how we gonna do that?
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Episode 97, man. I mean, last episode was short and sweet, but it was one of my favorites because I love that Shang-Chi movie so much.
Yep.
So I enjoyed talking about that.
Definitely.
But yeah, man. Episode 97. Some sport was played today that I don't know. Guys putting on helmets, running in each other at very high volume.
Football.
Football. Shout out to Edmund. He's got Tyreek Hill, I think, on his fantasy team, and he is. I mean,
he's Tyreeking.
He's Tyreeking. As yep.
I don't play fantasy football, but I do watch the Cardiac Football Cats, also known as the Detroit Football Lions.
Hey.
Them niggas was down by 30 in the first half and almost won somehow.
Yeah, nice.
But they still lost anyways.
You guys know I'm a Vikings fan. Somebody asked me how was the game, and I said vanilla. Very plain, no seasoning.
Sort of like their quarterback.
Sort of like their quarterback, sort of like their coach, their playbook. You know what? Let's just get some white bread and put some mayonnaise on it and
put a helmet on it. Just get a loaf of bread and paint what's his number? 11, 8, and just put them out there. Stuff it in a helmet.
Also, I saw a headline before we get started, and the headline was pretty funny. I don't remember exactly what it said, but it said something along the lines of a water pipe burst at the Redskins game.
Yes,
and some fan got showered in poop water, and when I say poop water, it actually said poop water.
Yes, it said it. He showed me the headline. Some professional journalist titled his piece "Poop Water."
Poop water.
Poopwater.com.
Yep. Yeah, so that's disgusting. But yeah, man, what are you into currently, man? Episode 97.
So it's funny you should mention what have I been into. Well, you see, I accidentally tripped and fell over my controller and then bought 2K22 by mistake. Man, they got me with the commercial, bro. So they gotta.
Oh, they did.
With the local.
They get you with the not being able to make a layup.
Well, more on that to come. So they got you. They got me with the. They are doing the local PA announcers now. So they got John Mason in the game.
That's fine.
And I was like, fuck.
That's kind of cool.
Fine. Here's my goddamn $70 now. This shit costs $70 now because it's on PS5.
What do you think my man's check was like?
He probably was like, "What's 2K? What do you want me to do?" Nigga had no idea what was going on.
Oh man.
But yeah, they probably. I mean, Mason's a big deal. They probably broke him off a little bit. But here's the thing about 2K, bro. I've been a 2K fan. I was actually at my house that I'm renovating, and I found actually both. I found NBA 2K1, the Dreamcast case.
Wow. The Allen Iverson joint.
And I found NBA 2K, period. Like the first one, nigga, NBA 2K.
Also for all you, the Allen Iverson joint.
Yes, they both had Allen.
He was on number two.
Yeah, I think he was on the first three.
Iverson was
actually
on the first few of them.
Yeah. Yeah. He was at least on the first. He was on 2K, 2K1, and 2K2 for sure. I think he was on 2K3 as well.
Yeah.
But I don't remember.
NBA 2K was definitely a game. I remember all the 2K sports games were, when they were coming out on Dreamcast, they were game changers.
Bro, NFL 2K5 is maybe the best football game ever.
Yeah. That those was live. And they were, I remember they were selling them for like $20.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
hey, it's John Madden. We're going to buy the fucking franchise.
We're going to go boom. Okay, we're going to go here. We're going to go boom. We're going to buy it. And then John Madden said, hey, no competition.
So here's the thing about 2K, bro. I've been playing 2K literally since NBA 2K. For all you young people, there used to be a game that was just called NBA 2K. Period. I had it on Dreamcast. Everybody had the exact same form.
Everybody had the same form.
No matter who it was.
I actually remember when they started giving players specific forms, and I was it blew my mind.
It was like game changing.
I was like, what is happening?
Wait, he actually looks like.
In the next game, we're going to be playing with real players.
Right. It's going to be the Matrix, dude. Like, it's a couple years. Just wait.
Then I remember they started sweating. Yeah, I thought I was just like, okay.
And then the jersey started kind of ruffling,
moving a little bit.
Oh,
and then
my God.
They were like overdoing it so bad because they were like, it was like the new thing.
Yeah, and like you move a little bit, your whole jersey. Like, okay, dog. You guys got your jersey engine. It's cool. To this day, though, here's a super weird, this is a super sweaty 2K take. To this day, the one thing that they could never get right, they got it right now, finally, but it's like 2K22 now. So, but they never got the net animation right, except for, and it's, don't ask me how I know this, bro, but specifically the PlayStation 2 version of ESPN 2K5. That was the one year where they had like the ESPN connection. It had Ben Wallace on the cover, actually. Mm-hmm. That year was the only year that they got the net animation to actually look.
The game
was
actually fire.
It was dope. It was super dope.
I remember that when they started doing the ESPN stuff, that's when they started doing like the halftime shows. Yeah. And
Yep.
Yeah, it was cool.
But like then once they went to next gen, everything else about the game looked amazing, but the fucking net just looked like a piece of it just wouldn't move, dog. But they finally got that right now. But here's the thing about 2K22. Shit actually kind of sweet, bro.
Is it?
It's kind of sweet, dog. It's kind of sweet. Here's why.
Man, I haven't played 2K since like 2K16 or something.
Yeah, and you missed all the trash years. 2K17 was pretty good.
So, I might have played that one. I don't know.
2K18, 19, and 20 was 19 and 20 were just like.
Just like, bro, they just be making it. I stopped playing it when they just started getting a little carried away with the mechanics and stuff, in my opinion. Like,
well, yes, but here's how they changed it. I agree. They have anytime once it became like an online game, it's like picking up Street Fighter, right? Like, I wouldn't dare try to play Street Fighter online, because of how they just made it into like a meta game for esports. They did the same thing with 2K.
Right.
In order to be really, really fucking good, you gotta just like know the fucking how to do the shit.
Yeah,
and you know what I mean?
Like, dog,
I don't have time to be
able
doing
to
it.
just kind of time the shot right, and it would like go in.
Nah.
And then
the way that they've changed it now, though, it's still a skill gap. They still have made the dribble stuff. You got to know what you're doing. But they made the rules consistent finally.
Yeah.
Or even if it's difficult, I know what I'm supposed to do, and I know like what the game wants me to do. The thing that's the game changer, though, because I always like to build my player as a shooter, you can actually make jump shots now.
See, that's why I literally stopped playing, because I just literally could not make a shot. If I have Klay Thompson wide open 3-pointer.
Right. That was the only way. That was the only way in 2K20 and 19. The only way you could ever make a jump shot is if you had like 1 million badges and you were just grinded your player for 1 million years, which I'm not trying to do.
Ridiculous.
Or if you're literally wide open and standing perfectly still and get a green release. Yeah. Otherwise, you're gonna miss every time. But now, if you've actually built your character to be like, yo, my nigga is a jump shooting ass nigga. Like, that's what he does. I'm making threes now. Right. You can make shots off the dribble. You can like do a step back and actually I'm actually getting buckets consistently off the dribble, which was really hard to do before.
Right.
So I feel better about it.
Do you remember which 2K was it that had like that nasty like little hezzy setup where they would do like that crazy pullback?
Yeah.
Like which one?
And it was like impossible to stop.
Yeah.
I think that was like in like 2K11 or something like that.
Yeah, I used to love that one, man. Like you could do that little pullback setup and
then just blow by
with
somebody.
The right trigger, and it would just work every time.
Or like the stop and go hezzy. Like, bro, okay.
That was so fun.
So you can't guard nobody. Fine.
Yeah, but then we went from that to none of your moves work.
Or like
computer defense.
Have you studied like the metagame for 14 hours straight? Now you're allowed to do one crossover. Like, bro, fuck
basic, right to left only.
Right. But then, I mean, it's once you figure out the system, you can put together some pretty cool moves. I won't lie. It feels a little bit more responsive. I just love the fact that they made the shooting realistic. Like, bro, Steph Curry is gonna make a
he's not
jumper.
Gonna make it. Come on.
Even if somebody's kind of near him, he'll still make it. It's Stephen Curry.
That's literally why I stopped playing the game, because I was just tired of not making no shots.
Like, sure, if a defender is flying at me, hand in my face, and Steph Curry still make that probably. But like, fine, I get it. It's a video game. You gotta have some rules. Right, of course. But like, if I get a little bit of space and I'm able to get my jump shot up, I should be able to make the fucking shot, bro. Fuck out of here.
Facts.
Anyways, that's what I've been into. What about you?
Oh man, I have actually been into a couple things, man. First, the Matrix trailer came out.
Yes.
Right. We're both big Matrix fans.
Yep.
I love the Matrix movies. Very, very dope. I used to be, when I was younger, I was obsessed with like the behind the scenes Matrix footage because I thought it was so cool to see the work that Keanu Reeves and why can't I think of my man's name right now?
Lawrence
Fishburne put in with the martial arts training, and it was so good. And I just remember watching those all the time on like the Matrix DVD, and the fights were just so good. And so I actually have not seen any of the Matrix movies in a very long time, like years and years and years and years. So when the new trailer dropped, it made me want to go back and revisit all the Matrix movies. So I went back and watched the first one a couple days ago. Classic.
My favorite movie of all time.
Legit is very, very possibly in my top 5 favorite movies ever. Like it's probably in there. Such a good movie.
So what's your favorite part? Because I got one.
What's my favorite part?
Yeah,
I know Kung Fu.
That's my second favorite part. I think that's air you're breathing.
What a heavy question.
How did I beat you?
Love
you gotta believe.
I also love. I only watched the first one, but I'm gonna probably watch the second one when I get home, and then I'll probably watch the third one tomorrow. Was it the second one where Morpheus pulls out the katana? The third. This one with the twins.
I think. Oh, that was the second one.
Second one, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So I just think
real quick. My favorite part was nigga when the awakening of the one where they shot that nigga.
Man.
This nigga woke up and nigga said,
"Hold on, bro. What?
No, chill.
Stop it."
he told the bullets no, and then was like confused at how cold he was all of a sudden. Like
it was so
nigga
awesome.
picking the bullets, and then he started nigga.
Hold on, man. Wait a minute. Watch out. I'm trying to think about
right. Chill out, and then put hand behind the back. Tech. You know what I'm saying? Instant tech, bro.
Stop. I'm thinking about something.
That shit was so fucking dope, bro.
The fights are so good. The very impressive, like the kicks and stuff that Keanu Reeves is doing. They're so good. Yeah, man. I watched the first one. Love it. I'm just gonna revisit all of them to get ready for this new one that's coming out. And then also, man, I'm a big Pokemon fan. The new season of Pokemon Journeys is out on Netflix, so I've been watching that. It's kind of not gonna do anything that matters for like 10 episodes.
Until
whatever.
the last season.
That's how. That's anybody who watches Pokemon knows that's how it goes.
Yep.
And so, you know, but I enjoy it, man. I just love Pokemon, everything. I'm just a Pokemon fanatic.
Ash just got the sweetest team ever.
Bro, his team is nuts.
Doesn't he have a
Dragonite, he got a Gengar,
doesn't he also have a Dragapult?
No, he does not. But he might get one. Leon has a Dragapult.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so but yeah, man, I've been watching that. And you know, that's about it. Pokemon and Matrix.
Pokemon.
Very weird combination.
Man.
Very weird combination there. But yeah, man, quick wrestling recap.
Hey.
Bruh, so one of the matches, we talked about All Out, and we gave it huge props. But one of the matches that I was the most excited to see All Out was Andrade versus Pac. Yeah. And that's two of my favorite wrestlers. Pac's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Like, just he just reminds me of, like, he's oh my God, he is out. Was that Montgomery? Dang, man.
Oh, Matthew Stafford brought the Lions bad luck to
the Rams. But yeah, bro. So I was really excited for that match. Pac is so good. He's like a crazy person. We always joke that, like, he just seems like he never takes his wrestling gear off.
Literally, I've never seen him without ever.
Like, if you caught him at a grocery store, he would be in his trunks and his boots and
this
no
nigga
shirt.
Came to the AEW press conference when they first announced the company. This nigga came in full gear, full character. On the stage, bro. Everybody else wearing a suit and tie. This nigga came.
Fantastic.
I love it.
They got to do some type of vignette or skit where he shows up to like a formal event.
Oh my God.
With his wrestling gear.
Yeah,
on.
I would love that.
But yeah, and so what they did was the reason they couldn't do the match is because I think Pac couldn't get into the United States in time because I think he lives in the UK still. Mm-hmm. So they postponed the match and they did it on Rampage on Friday. And bruh,
banger.
You see the match?
Yeah,
banger,
bangerang.
One of my favorite AEW singles matches ever.
Probably. Yeah.
Really, really right up there with the. That's not a fumble.
Yeah. We
got the Rams and the Bears game on in the background, so if you guys just hear us randomly comment stuff on football, that's what it is.
Football.
But yeah, so, but yeah, bro, the match was fire. It had a stupid ending, whatever, but the match itself was really good, and AEW is just on fire right now. Then Dynamite was really good last week too. Like, you had the whole thing with Bryan Danielson coming out and kind of confronting Kenny Omega, which, my goodness, that's such a like top tier dream match. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So then New Japan's got G1 coming up. There was a lot of G1 obviously is the tournament. That's usually where the bulk of like the year's best wrestling matches come from. Is G1. And a lot of fans were kind of mad and disappointed because there's no surprises in the brackets, and a lot of people were thinking that because the whole AEW Forbidden Door thing and all these partnerships with New Japan and AEW and Impact, that there would be some surprise entrances, but there's no surprise entrance in the tournament. So.
I heard Bryan Danielson was going to be in it.
So this is what I heard. He's not. They already put the brackets out, but this is what I heard. I just read something saying that Vince McMahon was actually offered him a deal and was going to let him work G1 Climax, which is that's
unheard of.
Ridiculous, right? That's crazy. Him and G1 would be amazing. But basically, this is just Vince probably has no idea what G1 is, right? You know what I'm saying? He just hears people talk about it. Well, let him wrestle with the Japanese guys.
They're little.
And then he'll stay.
Right.
And then, but basically, what I read was that Vince offered him this deal to where he could do the G1. But then basically it was like this thing where like Vince wanted to be in charge of everything and wanted to and it's just like he doesn't know how to do a partnership without like owning everything.
He wanted to be in charge of G1?
He's a colonizer.
Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me?
Oh, wow. So he wanted to he doesn't know how to that was a reaction to the football game. Sorry, guys. But
pick thrown in the end zone. That's always a gut punch.
That is the Andy Dalton we all know.
Red right.
But he doesn't know how to do a partnership without owning everything or making it look like he owns everything, right. Or you know what I'm saying, being in charge and making all the decisions. So I think that's kind of where that went south. But yeah, man, G1's coming up. I don't know who's going to win. I mean, I would like for them to do something out of left field, but I think that I want Jeff Cobb to win.
Yeah.
I think it would be a good pick because him and Shingo already had a banger at Wrestle Kingdom this year, and Cobb's on fire. So I think he would be a dope pick. And they would obviously have a great match at Wrestle Kingdom next year. So, but boom, there we go, man. Wrestling recap, quick. Bang. Also, I just saw something saying that Samoa Joe is relinquishing the title because he's hurt.
Oh, come on, Joe.
1, trash. 2, this kind of feels like a Vince McMahon, like, we just needed you to get the belt off Karrion Kross. We just needed you to get the belt off of Kross.
But you don't get to actually have it because fuck you.
Go away. No more indie wrestlers.
He needs to go to New Japan.
Dog,
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe would be so.
Can you imagine him and Shingo having a beef slapper? Goddamn it!
Can you imagine him and Jeff Cobb having a beef slapper? That's the funniest name for two
horses.
I saw who was I think I was watching a New Japan show, and I want to say that it was El Phantasmo. Sometimes he gets on the commentary and he's hilarious. And he said, what did he say? He said it was 2 big meaty men slapping meat. And I was like, oh gosh, But yeah, man, that would be a great match. Samoa Joe needs to leave WWE. Boom. But yeah, man. Last time we talked about Shang-Chi and All Out, so we kind of skipped over the Marvel What If thing.
Yeah,
so we are like 2 episodes down.
Wait.
I'm not even sure.
What's the last one you saw?
Well, we had the Doctor Strange one. Yep. What was after that?
Zombies.
Is there another one?
I don't think so. I think that was.
I was gonna say because I didn't see 3. I saw 2.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're on the same. Page.
Yeah, man. Marvel What If? Like, I just want to say, what a pleasant surprise this show has been for me because I wasn't expecting a lot.
Me neither. I didn't think it was going to be trash, but I thought it was just going to be kind of like, oh, okay, I'll watch it whenever.
I didn't think it was, I didn't think it was going to be trash, but I thought it was going to be kind of like Bad Batch. Like Bad Batch has been, it was something.
I stopped watching that.
Yeah, it was something that I thought we were going to like be super excited about and then talk about every episode. And then like I watched the first like 5 episodes and I was just kind of like, I mean, I'll watch it when I'm like not doing anything.
Yeah.
But it just didn't keep my attention. I kind of thought that's how this would be. But What If has been
good,
really good. I don't think that they will. I don't think it's topped that Star-Lord T'Challa episode, and I don't think it will.
Me neither.
But it's still been really good, and the animation has been like also a pleasant surprise for me. And I wasn't crazy about it, and then it like just grew on me with every episode, and I really liked it, man. So
some people I've heard are saying that the Doctor Strange heel turn episode was the best one. I liked it a lot. I don't think it was the best one. It was really dark, dog. Like
it was.
It flat out just spoilers. But it flat out had like a bad ending. Like it just like the good guys just lost.
Yeah,
and then it went off. And then the credits rolled. Like,
and that was the end of it.
Right.
And I also kind of thought that it was dope. Matt Stafford airing that boy out.
Let's go, baby!
Hey, and y'all lying. He's not down. He's not down.
Touchdown, motherfucker!
He's not.
Immediate touchdown. Top.
Look at how happy he is.
Let's go, dog. I'm so happy for him, bro.
Look at how happy he is.
This nigga left Detroit and immediately threw a bomb for a touchdown in his first pass attempt, dog. Niggas is probably so mad at Detroit right now, dog.
I love it.
Oh my! Look at this nigga,
bro. That's
arm talent. Bow, nigga.
Said arm talent.
Oh, y'all thought I was trash, nigga?
Oh, playing for a cool coach.
Right,
cool,
playing for a good team.
Cool plays.
That gives a fuck about my squad. Here, touchdown, no problem. Easy,
right.
fling, flick. Get out of here.
What you mean, God-given arm? What you talking about?
My bad, bro. Damn that shit. I don't even care about the rest of the game now. That shit made my day.
Hilarious. I love it. That was awesome. But yeah, bro. I really thought this Doctor Strange episode. I can't stop laughing about the
bro. This
Stafford.
nigga threw a 70-yard touchdown pass in his first attempt on a different team.
I love it so much.
Okay, my bad. What were you saying?
But just the Doctor Strange episode, it really, I thought it was dope because it just made me feel like they was like, yeah, I mean, kids might be watching, but this for y'all.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the episode that really made me feel that way about What If. So
I agree. I thought, what'd you think of Zombies? Because that was a really popular comic. Where
it was, but you know how I am with zombies, man. Like,
zombies are kind of weird and boring.
No matter what they were gonna do,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what they were gonna do, it was gonna be like, meh for me.
Right.
And there's not a lot they could have done to change my mind about that. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm just not a zombie guy. Like, I don't play zombie games. I don't watch zombie movies. I don't read zombie material. I just don't care about zombies. And so, you know, no matter what they did, they could only do so much. So
I agree.
I didn't think it was trash. Like, I watched it, but it's not a zombie
Do you remember
guy.
how they where the virus came from in the comics?
I do not.
I don't either. Sweaties, help us out.
Help us out.
Yoga
guys.
fire. Well, actually,
and you know why? Because I didn't read that because I don't care about zombies.
That's facts.
So, boom. But yeah, man, if y'all have not watched What If, I definitely recommend you guys check it out because it is good. I like it. But let's get into some. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask this question. I skipped it. Whoops. Going back to wrestling real quick. So one thing that we always talk about is WWE zombies. But the one thing we talk about is wrestling fans constantly moving the goalpost on what they're going to criticize AEW for, right? And one thing that we always hear people talk about is and this is the one that I can't stand the most, right? The one that I can't stand the most is the well, all they're doing is signing the next WWE guys. What is every WWE guy gonna go to AEW now? First of all, if you have a friend and your friend works at Walgreens and he gets fired, would you rather your friend be unemployed or go work at CVS? Bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna be like, oh, you better not go to CVS, dog. You know what I mean?
Right.
and then, but the real side of the real other side of the coin is, bro, where do you think WWE gets these guys from?
Right.
They got them from another promotion, bro. They got them from an indie promotion. They got them from New Japan. They got them from Ring of Honor. They got them from Impact. They got them from somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like that's what they're doing. So that's just that argument is invalid to me.
And the only reason why that argument even gets made is because it just assumes that WWE is the gold standard.
Right, which it is clearly not.
And it hasn't been for probably what, like 10 years at this point?
Bro, it's been just my personal opinion, which, I mean, and then this is where people will bring out numbers and where people will bring out revenue and all that stuff that I don't care about. But, I mean, wrestling quality-wise, I think it's been a long time since WWE's been the best promotion in the world.
Yes.
But I will say that with all these new guys coming in AEW and everybody like, oh, you know, it just makes me want to ask this question. Who was the first wrestler that you were a fan of before they went to WWE? If you can remember.
This is easy for me because I was a WCW guy. So, I think so. My first answer was going to be Sting, even though technically he went to WWE for a minute. But I think your question was like a guy who was famous in WWE, but
no.
You knew him before that.
Yeah. A guy who you knew before they went to WWE.
Right.
So when you saw them in WWE, it was kind of a big deal to you.
Yeah.
Because it's always it's dope, like just as like fans of stuff, it's always cool to be the person that was like a legit fan before the thing got popular. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think for me it would probably be Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He came because he didn't come with that first wave of WCW guys.
No, he stayed a little longer.
And then he went away from wrestling for a while. He didn't come back to WWE until like 2012 or something, right?
No. He first came to WWE.
He left and then came back.
Yeah, when that happened. But he came to WWE. So as if I can remember correctly, this all happened around the same time, like the invasion and like WWE buying WCW and WCW being over. I do remember Ray did not come when everybody else did. I want to say he came in like maybe 2003 or something like that. Around that time. I could be wrong, but they almost got another one. But yeah, man. So that's a really good one.
What about you? I'm thinking you can think of plenty.
I had a lot, but for me, if I was the first one, the one I think is the best one for me would probably be because I've been a fan of a lot of guys that they've signed like off the indies and stuff, but. When I was a kid, man, my favorite wrestler during my childhood was Rob Van Dam. Like I was a diehard ECW kid, and I'm like staying up till 3 a.m. watching ECW. You know what I'm saying? And like when Rob Van Dam popped up in WWF, I was like really excited. You know what I'm saying? Because that was my guy in ECW, man. So to see him in WWF was pretty cool, and then like the fans loved him too. So I thought that was dope. So, boom, there's the wrestling question. But in other news, the PlayStation Showcase, dog.
You want to talk about,
bruh,
maybe
they went crazy.
Bro, that's one of the best, like, E3, like, showcases that I've ever. It was better than E3.
It was Insomniac just went
Shit
nuts. They went crazy, man, at the PlayStation at the PlayStation conference, and it was just like, dude, I was blown away by the stuff that they were showing, that they were announcing. There were some surprises in there that I hadn't, and I'm pretty up on like the game stuff, and there was some surprises in there that I was not expecting. Just some of the dope things. I mean, obviously, the Spider-Man game that they showed, but I am excited for it. Okay, you're gonna get Venom, right? Craven.
Oh, so peep game. Venom is being voiced by Tony Todd.
I heard that, and I heard that's amazing. Why the game is taking so long to come out,
bro. It'll be worth it. Take your time.
The way I see it, we can do whatever we want.
And I love Tom Hardy. He did a great job as Venom's voice, but I mean, you can't really top Tony Todd, bro.
Venom.
I love it. You can literally hear the venom on his tongue when he says it.
But yeah, that's gonna be really dope. So obviously super excited for that game. But also, I'm kind of like, it's about time for y'all to give us the option to play with Miles or Peter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to.
Yeah. So what do you think is gonna happen?
I think that there's gonna be times when you can play as Miles, but I don't think he's gonna be the main, like, playable character in the game.
Probably, but I actually didn't. I got the impression that it would be like they're both the main character, and you would have to like you would be both of them for different parts of the story, but you would probably get about equal playing time for both.
Yeah, that makes sense. I can see that as well, which I would be okay with.
I'd be fine with that.
But I just think it's time for us to stop treating Miles like a side character. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not.
I would love that too, but I mean, Peter Parker got like 60 years of
facts.
You know what I'm saying? And but fuck Peter Parker, like, off top. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not defending him. I agree. I wanted to be Miles' time, but I don't know if niggas are ready yet.
Right, but that's why I just think Because if you do it that way, you're not forcing people who only like Peter to play with Miles, and you're not forcing people who only like Miles to play with Peter, and they can just enjoy the game however they want.
You know what would be dope is if you could, and this is not even that hard to do, where if you could pick like who you want to play with, and then like just have, and you could choose, right? You know, whenever you want, you can choose who you would rather play with. And then like whatever the side mission is, or whatever like is happening in the background, you could just have the roles be reversed for like the storytelling part. That would be doable,
and I feel like it's doable too. So yeah, man, excited for that. Then another thing I was super excited about that I had no idea was coming was the Insomniac Wolverine game,
bro. Amazing trailer,
so dope.
Wolverine had a good video. He's only had like 1 or 2 solo games, but they were both kind of.
I mean, the one game was. I do remember playing the one
for like Switch or for
it was
like
on like GameCube
Wii
or something.
Okay,
it was old. I don't remember, but
yeah.
I mean, it was fun back then. I mean, it probably was not the best game ever, but you know. But dude, let's go. I'm super excited for this game. I really hope they get in. You already know me. I'm hoping they get into some of that martial arts background for Wolverine.
You can't tell Wolverine's story without telling the samurai
absolutely
story.
Cannot. And I'm so excited to see the combat for this game. I think it's going to be amazing.
Yep,
you know what I'm saying? I'm really excited for that. I think that's going to be crazy good.
Don't forget about maybe the one that I might be the most excited about, only because of some other stuff that I heard, which is the Knights of the Old Republic remake.
Bro, that was the one. That was the one that I was really probably the most excited for, just because I was not expecting it, and I love the old games. I know you said you weren't like a huge fan of the old ones. No.
I don't want to be misunderstood. I was not a fan of the combat system. Okay, the story was amazing.
Yeah, the combat system was all over the place.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? So speaking of combat systems, I'm hearing through unofficial sources, unofficial articles, that they are thinking about revamping the battle system so it's not an RPG anymore.
Yeah, that's what they
And I've been hearing that they've been looking at Ghost of Tsushima as the model.
Dog,
that might be the greatest game of all time.
A Star Wars game with that type of combat would be incredible.
I read another article that says that Ghost of Tsushima is the best Jedi game ever. Just because of how sweet the combat is, and how like all you got to do is just put a mod in so that their lightsabers. I'm sure they probably, for the PC version, I think whenever it goes to PC, it's only a matter of time before they put lightsabers in.
For sure, 100%.
Man, that should be so fucking cold, dog.
Yes. Oh man, that's another one I was excited for. So I mean, PlayStation fooling right now.
Yep.
I cannot wait to play these games. And I thought this was one of the best showcases in a long time.
I agree.
They must have been watching AEW.
Yeah, man. Let's go, bro. I'm here for all of the stuff. I'm here for good storytelling, whether it's in wrestling, video games, even in sports where you got a little bit of drama here and there. I'm here for it, bro.
Right. I agree. So yeah, the showcase is fire. But it's time. Let's get into some You Can Only Pick 3 real quick, man.
You can
only pick 3, yeah. This is gonna kind of stay on the Marvel path a little bit. Mm-hmm. I kind of wanted to do this one last week, but we were a little pressed for time, and we were trying to get in the Shang-Chi reveal.
Yes.
But we got You Can Only Pick 3. It's kind of some small-time MCU villains here.
Yeah.
Some small timers. What you looking at?
So I think you're gonna have to help me with this guy. I can't. Is that Batrox right there? On the top right.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Batrox.
So you got Crossbones, from who you first saw in was it Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
Where he
Rumlow.
Yeah, before he got his bones crushed by he got his ass kicked to death by Cap. But see, a little bit of disappointment, like you pointed out. By the time he got the actual fit and the actual like full villain gear, he kind of got. Yeah, Wanda's gonna fling you over here, and now you're dead forever.
Yep.
Then you got Deathbringer.
Death Dealer.
Death Dealer. Yo, I always thought that he reminded me of a G.I. Joe character, doesn't he?
Bro, 110%.
Definitely could see him as like Hard Master or something like that.
He does look like
you're more into the Shang-Chi lore than I am, but I do remember him. I think this guy also showed up in some Daredevil stuff, like and some like Elektra stuff, some kind of anywhere you see like small time fisticuffs, you might see all those worlds are very connected in Marvel. Awesome on-screen portrayal. The mask is like 100% like dead on. But like you said, another kind of Crossbones character where could have been a bigger deal, but was kind of unceremoniously killed like right away. Then we got Batrax. How you say his name?
Batroc.
Batroc. He's like a French guy,
French dude, yeah.
And bro, what was the first movie that we saw him in? Was it?
I think the first movie he was in was Winter Soldier.
Okay, okay.
And then he was in the Falcon.
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yeah. But bro, Falcon. So he and Sam had probably one of the best fights in the whole series. And shout out to Sam, like holding his own, like looking kind of sweet out here.
Sam was on there scrapping.
But yeah, no, you could tell that this guy is like a legit martial artist that they had playing him. Do you know who that is?
I think he's a UFC. Used to be a UFC fighter.
Okay, yeah, no, he was super dope. I like him a lot. I don't think he'll make my top 3, but just for like a small time.
Yeah, his character played very well in these.
Yeah,
Cap put him to sleep though.
Yeah, he did. All right, and then we've got Taskmaster, who you and I both are really big fans of in the comic.
Yeah.
Little bit of a disappointing reveal in Black Widow. Not the fact that she was a woman, but like the fact that the thing about Taskmaster in the comics, as far as I'm aware, is that he doesn't have any powers. He just sweet.
Well, he's got
like mimetic memory, or like
he's got they call it, the term they use in the comic books is he's got photographic reflexes.
So but I thought that was just like a God-given gift though. Was it like a what happened? How did he get it?
That I don't know. I just know that he's able to literally fight somebody and
he'll know your moves,
and he can know your moves. He can also imitate them better than you can,
and it like throws off your rhythm.
And it throws people off, and then he also retains it. Like so, if he fights Captain America, he'll be able to mimic his fighting style and do it just as good as him, and then he can fight. And then say he like runs into Spider-Man or something, like he can fight like Captain America still. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pull it back out when he needs it. So an amazing comic book character. He's also probably my favorite character in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. He was awesome in that game.
Just like Cap.
And I kind of liked he had a lot of personality in the comics. He's just not a good guy, not a bad guy, but who got that bread? Who got that check, nigga?
Right.
Who got them coins for me to collect? And I'm here for it. Whatever you need me to do.
A merc.
So you didn't really get to see much of that. I mean, they made the story more emotional, but it was sort of a cheap kind of a vanilla-izing of the character in a way that I didn't really like that much.
Right.
Then we've got Nebula, who was actually like super unsung in all throughout the Marvel universe.
Agreed.
You want to talk about like an emotional payoff? Like her stuff, I felt that like that didn't feel forced. It felt like organic. How she just went out of her way to try to please Thanos, and how like she couldn't, how she interpreted Gamora, how she was trying to help her. She kind of took it as betrayal, and like, I didn't need you to stand up for me. I just needed you to like, or I didn't need you to like try to kill Thanos or whatever. I just needed you to like have my back type shit. I love to see the makeup. That was really cool. So I think she might be my first keeper, Nebula. She also scrap hands. And in the comic,
I was gonna say, and she plays a huge role in the whole Infinity Gauntlet story in the comic,
bro. And that's another thing I found, bro. Okay, so I found the Dark Phoenix original graphic novel, the whole joint, and I found the original Infinity Gauntlet series. They're both right next to each other in my bookshelf in my old room, and I was like, bro, like this is like so relevant right now.
Right.
But yeah, in the comics, bro, like she played a huge role. She still plays a big role in the MCU.
Movie, yeah.
But it was like worse and kind of sadder, but also.
Yo, did they pull Andy Dalton already?
Did they?
for Fields, or are they like doing a 2 quarterback thing?
They did. The 49ers did a little bit of that.
That's so dumb.
With
Just
Trey
pick
Lance.
a quarterback, dog. What you doing?
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know.
College
football.
Of course, it's black quarterbacks involved.
So yeah, man, Nebula, my first keeper, and I can't remember for the life of me this woman's name.
She was. I know they were calling her the Ghost. I don't know if she had like an official.
So here, let's just Google it right here.
Yeah.
Whoops. Villain from Ant-Man and the Wasp.
And they're coming up with the yellow jacket guy.
Wait,
not bringing up the girl.
That's because I didn't. Here we go. Ghost. That was her name.
Hey.
Okay.
Simple enough.
So she's got she's kind of got a dope power.
Very cool.
Where she's like out of phase with like our time stream, and she's like literally fading out of existence, but that makes her able to like phase through walls and like kind of flirt with the quantum zone a little bit. And I love the actor who plays her. Like she's super dope, man.
Yeah.
She's got some. I don't know if she's a trained martial artist, but she's done enough like high action roles where I'm sure she's got enough training by now to be legit.
Right.
Yeah, they brought Dalton back in, so I don't know what they're doing here.
Yep. Got it.
She might be a keeper too, just because I loved the actor, and I think they might turn her face. I think she might be one of the Thunderbolts.
Yeah, me too.
I think we got at least. I also think Taskmaster will be as well, but we'll see.
I thought in the one of the end credit scenes of Shang-Chi, I thought that lady was going to show up and recruit his sister.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh, you did too?
Yeah, me too.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Still might. It's not impossible.
Yeah.
Then we've got what's this guy's name? Not
Caecilius or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's Caecilius.
Yes.
Something like that.
Now I'm mad at this character for 2 reasons. One, because this is essentially Baron Mordo's character. They just had him in the movie for kind of no reason.
Yeah, so but I'm wondering, are they going to do the Baron Mordo character still?
They are. I guess my point is because Baron Mordo is
he's the villain of Doctor Strange. Though.
He is in the comics. He's like his arch rival.
Yeah.
But in the movie, he was in it. That's Chiwetel Ejiofor played him. But you could tell that he was kind of turning evil. But my thing was, bro, like this guy is basically doing what Baron Mordo would have done anyway.
And it's like you kind of did it already. So
and also, why waste this actor where this is the motherfucker who should be playing Doctor
Doom, bro?
So like that's why I'm mad at it. Like you didn't even have to have this character in here, and you used up the perfect guy to play Doom.
So me and you. I've been dream casting Dr. Doom in the MCU since the first Iron Man movie.
It's him.
When I tell you that it was this guy, and then he showed up in Doctor Strange, and he was somebody else, I was very upset.
Me too. And now I'm also a little worried about my my Professor X dream pick because Jeffrey Wright is playing the Watcher in What If. He's the Watcher. And I'm like, come on, dog.
You might be able to get away with that one.
Maybe, but it does it does lower the chances a little bit. So he's not going to be one of my keepers. My next keeper, I think, is going to be my next 2 keepers right in a row are going to be Ronan the Accuser and Proxima Midnight. Even though Proxima Midnight is really, really insanely nerfed on here.
Nerfed.
I mean, there's no way that Black Widow would be able to beat her in a fight.
Bro,
there's no fucking way. Bro, who did she beat during she went to
the Hawk? Oh, you talking about in the Infinity story?
Yeah, where did she go?
She went to Atlantis and just...
Oh, yeah. And, she beat Namor.
Just conquered the entire place by herself.
Y'all niggas ever heard of Namor? Namor is one of the most powerful beings in the whole MCU, dog.
Beat. Yeah, we always talk about that. You know, the whole Black Order scattered around, went and got some dubs for Thanos, but, you know, one of them went somewhere...
Hey, dog.
One of them went somewhere and took a big L.
Bro, one of them niggas went to Wakanda. not gonna be able to. Took that L. We don't do that here in Wakanda. Boy.
Man,
that's
so
dope.
good.
But yeah, so Ronan the Accuser, great character. I loved his I love the drama for this character. You know what I'm saying? He was
a good character.
Yeah, super over the top. I don't know a ton about him in the comic. I know he's
a Kree.
I know he's a Kree. I know he's involved with like the Nova Corps stuff.
Yeah.
He's one of the major players in the Kree Skrull combat or conflict. Man, to be perfectly honest, dog, I think the reason why I was not that interested in Kree Skrull stuff is that I was so much more interested in the Lilandra. What's her race?
Princess Lilandra.
Shi'ar. The Shi'ar. I thought the Shi'ar were so much better. They were so much more interesting.
Very cool.
With like Guardian and all of them. I thought that was just a better, more interesting character. And
Gladiator, one of the coolest looking characters.
Bro, this nigga is purple Superman with a mohawk. Yeah, Gladiators. He's dope.
Man, when I was a kid, I used to get in trouble because I used to tape over my mom's movies with the X-Men cartoon.
Oh my God.
And I remember I had recorded that whole little story arc with the Princess Lilandra from the X-Men cartoon and Gladiator, and I just I would just watch it like every day. I was a big Gladiator fan. Had his toy when I was a kid. I still got it, I think.
Gladiator. So, just for y'all who don't know, let me tell you how cold Gladiator is. And y'all remember the Juggernaut? Goddamn it, nigga, the Juggernaut, a bad motherfucker. The Juggernaut is one of the few people who fought World War Hulk to a standstill,
bro, and that is ridiculous.
And so let me tell you how bad Gladiator is. Gladiator came to Earth in the X-Men cartoon to try to see what was up with this Leandra shit, who this Professor X was, who was fucking with Leandra. This nigga Juggernaut had something to say about it, bro. This nigga Gladiator punched this nigga over a lake. Do you remember that shit? He straight up hauled back, gave this motherfucker a clean right hook.
I remember.
Knocked him clean across a river.
I literally watched that little story arc like nonstop when I was a kid.
So let's just put it in perspective. Gladiator one-shotted fucking Juggernaut. One-shotted him. This is
a lake
across a body of water, dog. So this Gladiator motherfucker he's like a in terms of strength, he's a top tier character in Marvel.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd love to see. It'd be a nice dream matchup is Gladiator versus Sentry. That would be a great match.
Yes, I wonder if they have fought before.
I'm sure they probably have.
I feel like they would have crossed paths in.
Who's this bad
Annihilation or something, that story.
So anyways, that's my top three, or the three that I'm keeping. I'm gonna go with Batrox. Oh no, I didn't go with Batrox. I went with Nebula, Ronan the Accuser, and Proxima Midnight.
Boom. All right, let's go. So first we're dealing with the kind of low level Marvel MCU villains. Crossbones, man, in the comic book, such a good villain, man. This is a guy that kills Captain America, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he shot him. That's the guy who shoots him in Civil War.
Yep. Such a good villain in the comic books, man. Saw his character getting built up, and then when he finally became Crossbones, like, it was dope. Yeah. And then they just killed him, and it was super disappointing. Like, they do this a lot with some of their smaller villains. I liked him though. Yeah. Then we got Death Dealer, who I absolutely loved in Shang-Chi. Really wanted him to stay alive as well, and they killed him. I really did not want him to die in this movie, but they killed him pretty quick. But I thought he was really dope. Death Dealer was fire in this movie. Then we got Batroc. Again, like Death Dealer and Batroc, so a lot of these people are part of some really good action scenes in Marvel. Batroc had that fight with Cap, man, on the Lemurian starship at the beginning of Winter Soldier. It was amazing, even though Cap put him in a coma. And then he had the dope fight in Falcon and Winter Soldier too, man. So he was really dope. And this is a character who looks better here than he does in the comic book. I don't know if you've ever seen him in the comic book. He looks like a freaking goofball.
He does look silly.
So this is somebody who I actually enjoy their on-screen look better than in the comic book. We got Taskmaster. Huge fan. We already talked about the Black Widow movie and why I didn't like the character in the movie. Yeah. If this is comic books, obviously I'll keep Taskmaster, but not here. Then we got Nebula, who had one of the most compelling stories in the MCU. Really enjoy her as well. Then we got the Ghost, who was awesome. We already talked about her. Her ability is really sweet. We got Caecilius, who I can't stand because he should have been playing. He should have played Dr. Doom. We got Ronan the Accuser, who was also a good character in the Guardians movies. Then we got my first keeper on this list, and that's going to be Proxima Midnight. I love Proxima Midnight in the comic books. And this is another character who I think I like her look in the movie better than I do in the comic book. Even though she's super underpowered and she would never in a million years lose a one-on-one fight to Black Widow. Yeah. But even though she was really underpowered, I did really like her character in the movies. I liked the way she looked. I liked her voice.
It's like because I think in the comics she wears like a mask.
Well, she wears like, she don't look like that.
Right.
It's hard to describe.
It's like I can't tell if it's a mask or because it's just all black.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I really liked the way that they made her look, and she's honestly the only one, which is kind of crazy because she's the only one whose look they changed in the whole Black Order. Like the rest of them look in the movie
pretty similar.
How they look in the comic book. She's the only one whose look they really changed, and I think she looks better like that. This is my first keeper. My second keeper is gonna be Death Dealer, man. I love Death Dealer, and my third, I'm actually gonna pick Batroc, man. I think he's been a good. Batroc was a dope, like kind of low level, you know what I'm saying, Marvel MCU villain, and he's got some dope fights. So I'm gonna go Proxima Midnight, Death Dealer, and Batroc, man.
Strong.
Boom. All right, man. Let's get it. Top 5 of the daytime.
Boom.
We talked about the PlayStation Showcase, which made me think about how PlayStation has been so good to us over the years. When did you make that conversion, dog?
So I was,
because I think a lot of us were.
Yeah,
we were all PS2.
So I gotta take y'all back. So I was Sega first. Sega. I mean, I guess the first one that I had was a Nintendo. But when I got to Sega, I was like, "Oh, this shit is dope." Never had a Super Nintendo. Oh, that looks like the Matthew Stafford that we knew in Detroit. So I got the never got Super Nintendo. I did get a 64, and so for me, when the 64 came out, that was when Nintendo started kind of playing in its own league, because it was like it established itself as like, hey, here's the fun console. Fuck all that other shit. You trying to have a good time? Come fuck with me, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to mess around a little bit, play some Smash, goddamn, play some GoldenEye. Come mess with me. So then it was I got a PlayStation. So I started off with PlayStation.
Right.
Never got an Xbox. Was not into that. The original fat Xbox.
The black one.
Then I got a.
I had some weird issues with that thing, man.
Yeah, it was fucking weird, bro. Then I got a PS2. So I'm still PlayStation strong. PS1, PS2. Love the PS2. One of my favorite systems ever. Then when PS3 and Xbox 360 came out, I thought 360 was a little colder, bro. I got the 360. I did not get a PS3.
Right.
And I kind of stayed that way until the PS4 dropped and beat the dog pants off of the Xbox One. So now I'm PS4 and PS5, and I don't think I'm going back at this point.
Boom. Bet.
Exclusives, bro.
Yeah, man. And I mean, all of them. There's no question that PlayStation's got some of the best exclusive titles out there. And I don't think we should sleep on Nintendo. Nintendo is definitely. I
mean, when it comes, if you really do the math, Nintendo wipes the floor with everybody when it comes to
for sure.
Nigga, Mario, Zelda,
bruh, Smash,
Pokemon.
This isn't even a. Even a contest.
Over with. Just those top 3 with Pokemon at the top. It's like nobody's even close.
Just those alone. But PlayStation has been good to us over the years. We talked about the showcase. So I want to know, what are your top 5 favorite PlayStation exclusive titles ever?
So I got 2 honorable mentions. One would have been on the top of my list, except it's not a PlayStation exclusive anymore, and that is Metal Gear Solid.
Ah, yes.
They sold out in.
They sure did.
In I think it was like Metal Gear Solid 3 is when they stopped being exclusive. Another shout out to.
And that second one, man.
So good. Shout out to Raiden. Raiden's an awesome character.
Raiden.
Then we've got Ratchet and Clank. Shout out to my homie Los and his partner, his partner is one of the only black women that works on like AAA games, and she had was a major contributor for that game. So I heard about some other stuff that she doing, but I can't say nothing. I've been sworn into silence, so I can't say nothing. She doing some more sweet shit. Bet. But Ratchet and Clank is cold though. I never really liked it when it was like new, when I was little. Like I wasn't really into it, but I played the one for PS5. It was good. I liked it. Getting into the top 5 though. At number 5, I'm gonna go with The Amazing Spider-Man for PS4.
Love it. We might have to do an explosion after all these games. All the PlayStation exclusives are fire.
Yeah. And it was, Insomniac, bro. Like they've maybe perfected the open world action game.
And they need to make the Ninja Turtle game that I was talking about.
Yep. That would be amazing.
They'd have to be the ones that do it.
And get Rocksteady to help them with the combat. Because I think that Batman Arkham Asylum combat, I don't know what the relationship between Rocksteady and Insomniac are, but I feel like they work together because the fighting systems are very similar. But yeah, bro, like amazing game, fighting system unparalleled, good story, amazing graphics, just fantastic. More on that to come.
Boom.
Number 4, God of War. Yep.
What?
Yep. PS4 God of War. You know, I'm not a God of War guy. I'm not a Kratos guy.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
yeah, I know. It's kind of.
It's kind of fun. It's kind of
played it. Okay, it's kind of sweet. It's kind of sweet.
And you're talking about the PS4 one, right?
I'm talking about the PS4 one. I've not been into. I don't really like those types of games, like the Bayonetta Platinum games.
Gigantic weapons.
Hey, I got this fucking giant axe, and I'm gonna fucking. I'm destroying the whole world and shit like that. It's cool. Like it was the perfect game for us when we were like 12, like maximum destruction type shit. Right? But it never. And like also, the Kratos is not like a real character. He's not a real like member of the Greek pantheon. And I know that shouldn't matter. And maybe that's the reason why people actually do like him, because it's an original character. But for some reason, for me, that always like hurt him. It was always like, bro, you're not even real, bro. Like, you're not even a real God of War. And they talk about that in some of the games. They address it with him and Ares. And it's not a bad story. It's good. But it wasn't until the PS4 version where it really took it to the next level. The graphics were incredible. The combat is really, really good. The story is really compelling. It's a little bit of a reboot, kind of. Yeah. So I can kind of start fresh. It's good. It's a good game. Credit where credit is due, bro. It's a good game. I won't lie. I can't lie about that. Now, my top three was just so difficult to parse out, but I got to make some decisions here, bro. Number 3, Miles Morales, bro. Wow. I know, dog. Wow. Right. This would be a number 1 in every other circumstance. and I will say the caveat of it being such a short game and not like a full experience hurts it. It doesn't hurt it, but compared to my top 2, it's the difference maker. If Miles Morales was a full-blown Spider-Man game like Spider-Man was, it would probably be my number 1. Maybe. We'll see. But my number 2 though, dog, and this was even harder to parse out, bro. Horizon Zero Dawn, dog. Oh wow. I know. Because the number 1 is fresher right now. Yeah. And Horizon is my shit. But I won't lie, the martial artist in me, I think the story is better in Horizon Zero Dawn. The graphics are a little bit I don't know, dog. I don't know, because the photo mode up until my number 1, which if you have watched this show, I'm sure you can guess what it is. The photo mode in Horizon Zero Dawn was by a mile the best one, but things changed afterwards. But no doubt the story is a little better for me for Horizon Zero Dawn. It's more like creative, like holy shit, like I'm a person with a bow and arrow and I need to fight a fucking
they They just keep showing this split screen of Andy Dalton. And
hey,
Justin
when are you going to replace your quarterback? He sucks.
That's literally what they're doing.
You got to put him in yet? He sucks. Hey, watch. He sucks.
Every time he does something, they show the split screen of the two quarterbacks. Hilarious.
But yeah, it's creative, man. Like I'm this girl with a bow and arrow, and I need to fight literally Mecha Godzilla. Like literally.
I got it. Yeah.
And it's like really dope, bro. Like, all right, here's what I'm gonna do. I got a game plan. I'm about to shoot this fucking grappling hook thing, and I'm gonna make it so he can't move. And I'm gonna like hit him right in the chest plate with like another grappling thing and rip his armor off. Then I'm gonna get this ice arrow and shoot this nigga right in his gearbox. And like the thrill of like doing that shit from start to finish and like taking this nigga down, like, you know what I'm saying, methodically is just really, really fulfilling gameplay. However, Ghost of Tsushima, bro.
Let's go.
This is one of my favorite games of all time, and it's just like, and look, man, I'll be honest, bro. The story was great, no question. I actually appreciate the story more after I played it again. But that wasn't the part of the game that blew me away. The story was good. It's a good redemption / heel turn / honor and all this. It was a lot of good stuff going on in the story.
It's a lot of good things going on.
It didn't have a lot of twists and turns necessarily, which is fine. They didn't really need them. But the thing that makes this game just, I'm talking about chef's kiss, is like there has never been a more fulfilling combat system ever in any
history of video games. And I mean, I'm gonna talk about the game too, but the thing to me that makes the combat system so good in Ghost of Tsushima is like you could play a game that you love and that you play all the time. For some reason, the combat does not get old.
It doesn't get old, bro.
It doesn't get old, and I think it's because you switch between so many fighting styles, and then you can do the thing where you hold the light attack button, and it's like you can string together so many things, and it's just like, it's just
bro, you ain't even started.
I haven't even started Iki Island yet. Like,
bro, you don't even know what you're talking about yet.
Beating it.
You don't even know what you're talking about yet, dog.
I'm beating it for the 3rd time because I wanted to go straight into the expansion after beating it freshly.
Yes, and you should. I mean, this is not really a spoiler at this point, but the expansion does assume that you've beaten the game already.
Yeah. And I mean, of course, I've beat it. I'm on my 3rd time, but I just wanted to go right into it after beating it. So,
bro, that shit is so fucking sweet.
It's a dope top 5, man.
Yeah. So we got Spider-Man, God of War, Miles Morales, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Ghost of Tsushima. I'm telling you, those top 3 are all like right next to each other. But I gotta make a call.
Bang. All right, man. Let's
Damn. You remember Duke Nukem?
Duke Nukem.
That nigga said on the first board, dog.
My gosh.
The first thing you hear out of this fool's mouth is, "Damn, you alien scum busted up my ride."
Dog, Duke Nukem. Can you imagine John Cena playing Duke Nukem?
So good.
Oh my goodness.
Duke Nukem can't exist in 2021.
Heck no,
but
man.
it's still a funny thing to think about.
Oh yeah. That dude's like,
I'm here to kick ass and chew bubble gum.
But I'm all out of gum.
I'm all out of gum.
Duke Nukem. But yeah, bro, let's go. My top 5. Got a couple honorable mentions, man. Like you, Metal Gear Solid before they stopped making it exclusive.
Sold out, bro.
Then my other honorable mention, Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh man, fire!
This is a game that was really dope to me, and also a game where I think Horizon Zero Dawn got a lot of its like the boss fights, the way that you have to beat the bosses. I think they definitely drew some inspiration from Shadow of the Colossus. So shout out to that game as well.
That's a fantastic. Shout out to my homie Pierce. You remember Pierce? He put me on Shadow of the Colossus.
Ah, word. Yeah. Okay, that's dope. But all right, man, let's get in this top 5. Coming in at number 5, I gotta go with Infamous Second Son.
Good game. Shout out to Insomniac.
Insomniac, man. Again, so good at making their games.
Is this the black one? Or no, that was Prototype.
No, that was Prototype.
Okay. Do they take place in the same universe?
I believe so. Prototype was fire. But Infamous Second Son's got a special place in my heart strictly because that was my first PS4 game ever.
Nice.
When I first got my PS4. And I love it, man. I love the Infamous games. It's kind of it reminds me a lot of the mutant the mutant story of X-Men.
Yeah.
They're called conduits. You know what I'm saying? And the game, I just remember, just the gameplay was so good, man. The open world style, and it was my first PS4 game, man. So this is the game that really got me hooked on PS4, man, and like made me this game. Kept me with PS4 and just like never had any thoughts of ever going back to Xbox, and it really started with this game. So I am a big fan of the Infamous series. I hope they make a third one. And Infamous Second Son, man, boom, that's my number 5. Coming in at number 4, we got the Spider-Man PS4. I loved it. Amazing. I thought this was one of the small things I love about this game. I think this is the best looking Taskmaster ever.
He looks sweet as hell.
He looks so dope on this game.
He was hard as fuck to fight.
Ridiculous. But and then like, man, like the Spider-Man games, I just think that they do such a good job. I think one of the key things for a good open world game is having side missions be worth your time. And the Spider-Man game is so good at having side missions that are worth it and that are cool and that make you actually want to do them, and you don't feel like annoyed by it.
Yeah, it's just
you know what I'm saying.
Go fetch this thing.
Let me go buy some bread for this guy. And
although I will say I didn't love the pigeon missions. Those were
those are annoying and they're dumb. And if you want to 100% the game, you got to do them. Yeah, stuff like that. No, but
like the stealth missions.
Yeah, man. That type of stuff is dope. Loved this game. Thought it was amazing. More on that later. Coming in at number 3. I think we both. I had the same predicament here in my top 3. But coming in at number 3, I'm gonna go Horizon Zero Dawn.
Strong.
Love it, love it, love it. Can't wait for the new one to come out. And again, like that combat is so satisfying.
Man,
that's just a good word for it. It's just really satisfying.
The best example I can think of is fighting. There is literally. It's called a Thunderjaw. Look it up, guys. It's literally a fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex, but he's metal. But then it's kind of got some Pokemon to it because like sometimes they'll have the robots will have like a fire core or like a ice core, and once you expose it,
break it open.
Yeah, and if you hit them with the right weapon, it's like super effective and it blows them up. It's like getting a critical super effective hit in Pokemon.
It's a crit, bro. It's a crit.
Right. It gives you the same sort of satisfaction in this game.
It does, man. And
then when you actually fight against some like fleshy humans, it's like, oh,
light work.
Yeah, no problem at all.
But yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn, love it. Awesome game. Amazing story. Beautiful game to look at as well. Coming in at number 2, man, we got Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Boom.
Love it. Everything the Spider-Man game did, this game was better. Miles is better, more power, better powers,
better character,
better black. The suits were fire. Loved the story, man. So good. And the combat just amazing, and the abilities that he has. Only my second platinum trophy ever in my video game career. I don't usually care to 100% games, but when I love something,
we'll do it.
I platinum it. This is only my second platinum trophy.
It kind of made me go a little crazy. Once I platinumed that in Ghost of Tsushima, I went back and platinumed Ratchet and Clank and Streets of Rage 4.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. So
that shit was hard.
My second platinum trophy ever for Spider-Man Miles Morales. Loved it.
You can also kind of cheat and get a second platinum. Oh, you don't have. Once you get a PS5, you can get a second platinum for Ghost of Tsushima. A little cheat code, kind of.
But coming in at number 1, you guys all know this. I don't even have to say it. Ghost of Tsushima, my favorite game of all time. My first platinum badge ever. Me and Hero got a song about it.
I mean, literally.
What you mean?
This.
I mean, I love it, man.
Great game.
My favorite game of all time. Like I said, the combat never gets old. The just everything, bro. The fights, the story, the way it looks, the music, the online mode is so good.
Oh,
man.
so much fun.
It's so fun playing with your friends online. The Legends mode, just everything, man. The customization, the items, the masks, the outfits, the swords. It's just the best game ever to me. I love it. I can't talk about it enough. So that's my top 5, man. Number 5, Infamous Second Son. Number 4, Spider-Man, PS4. Number 3, Horizon Zero Dawn. Number 2, Miles Morales. And number 1, the GOAT, my favorite game of all time, Ghost of Tsushima. Hey, man, make sure y'all hit up Spotify, whatever you stream music on. Make sure y'all stream Storm of Clan Sagai by me and Hero, produced by Hero the GOAT. It's a song about Ghost of Tsushima. Yo, that joint got... So last time we did the pod, I think it was at like... I don't know, but it's almost at like 8,000 streams already. I mean,
run it up.
That's cool for me. I love that. Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, run that up. You guys know I got a new project coming out called Book of Changes, coming out November 19th. Might be dropping a song from it in the next week or so, something like that. But yeah, man.
I've had the privilege of listening to it because it may or may not have been recorded right in this very building.
Recorded right here.
Right there, as a matter of fact.
Right
you can see
over there.
I got a chance to hear it, and it's fucking cool, dude.
Thanks, man.
Fucking sweet.
So yeah, y'all make sure y'all keep it locked. New stuff coming on. We're approaching episode 100. We will decide on what we're gonna do. We'll do something cool. And shout out to my Discord homies. We got the Fantasy Football League going. I'm popping the Omega level Daves right now because they have a team of all players named Dave.
Oh shit! Did he really do that?
Which is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
If he wins a single game, he should win the whole thing.
So, if he wins a game, I'm sending him. if he wins a game with this team, I'm gonna send him. We have to sign a bunch of stuff and send it to him.
I love it, bro. That's amazing.
It's incredible. Shout out
to Victor Von Doom.
When he was drafting his team, I was in tears. I was literally in tears. I was on my phone and I was just dying laughing. It was hilarious.
Yo, so speaking of fantasy, SwordCast fantasy fans, do we want to do a basketball league?
We got you. I'm in.
Let me know. This will be I might have to make some decisions here because I've already committed to 2. I got 1 with my family, and this will make 4. So we'll have to see. But I'm down. I mean, if the fans want to do it, I'm obviously with it.
Boom. All right, man. Episode 97, the books. We'll see y'all next week. Make sure y'all watch AEW Dynamite on Wednesday. And go see Shang-Chi, man, if you haven't seen Shang-Chi.
Also, a real quick shout out.
Shang-Chi.
This is really random, but shout out to the homie Aaron in the Discord, the homie That Low Vice, and the other homie Young Queso. We're doing our cyberpunk game, our cyberpunk D&D thing.
Okay.
Hey, bro, that shit's I always was skittish about D&D because it's a level of nerd that even for me it's kind of I don't know if I'm into that. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. Yeah. I'm with you, but I feel like I'm too self-serious for that. Is what I always thought. And also the setting of Dungeons and Dragons and all this other shit of fantasy. You know, I'm not really into fantasy like that. But if you bring that energy to a cyberpunk dystopian future, I was like, hey, bro, this shit kind of fun, bro. I won't lie. It's kind of fun, man. So shout out to those homies for helping me step out of my comfort zone. It's pretty cool. I would recommend it.
Love it. Fantastic. All right, y'all. Catch y'all next week. Y'all Stay tuned for the new stuff.
Hey, yo. Check it.
Welcome back, hero.
My word is my sword, Hokage and Batosai, pulling the blades out of the forge, yo. Prior to my knowledge of the Force, was thinking Jedi, but through obtaining holocrons from both sides, I'm under gray skies. Everything that glitter ain't kyber crystal, my mind will lift you. In this time we shine together, disarm your pistol, yo. Welcome to the SwordCast, my wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast, my wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast, my wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast, my wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash.